On air with Ryan Seacrest and the very, very cute and dressed perfectly for radio today.
She's beautiful.
The very beautiful Demi Lovato has joined us.
Hi.
Good to see you.
She used to be
Good to
cute.
see you
Now
too.
she's beautiful.
Aww.
That's right. You've grown from cute to beautiful now. But you look great.
Thank you
You've
so
got
much.
a big smile on your face.
I do.
So happiness surrounds you now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I try to create positive energy everywhere I go.
Yeah. And we've got a big song coming up that I'm going to play for everybody in a second. I watched the video before you came in, which is, I don't know what the right words are, but it's a very powerful and personal video. So tell me before we get into the song and more of the video, what emotions you're feeling and singing about in this song.
Well, it's a really interesting story that comes with this song. When I first heard the song, it was over a year ago, and it was before anything had happened. As the world knows, I kind of went through a bunch this last year, and it had happened. Like, I heard the song before anything had happened, and I was like, I just instantly gravitated towards it, and I was like, I have to record this. Like, I don't care if I didn't write on it. Like, I have to record this. I'm obsessed with it. Like. And I recorded it. I went into the studio, and I just sat there with me and the producer, Toby Gadd, and I literally, and somebody from the label, John, and I just sat there and I just cried my eyes out. I was like almost doubled over in like emotion. Like, it was crazy. And we finished the song. And then I went through everything, and then I tried to re-record it, but it didn't have that same emotion and that same I don't know, that same almost cry for help that I had when I first recorded it.
So it's called Skyscraper.
Yes.
So what's interesting about the story is that when you heard it, you knew what you were going through.
Yes.
No one else really
No
did,
one else
right?
did,
Who in your family knew? Anybody?
Well, my family's known that I've had issues with food and eating for about like 6 years now. So, every now and then they're like, are you okay? Are you eating? Like, what are you doing? And I was able to check in with them, but it got to a point where I just was lying. And to everyone that was around me, my managers, to people I was working with. And
what were you lying about?
About just eating and about being happy. And there's a lot of pressure these days, especially like I feel like I live in a city where no woman eats. Like I go to restaurants and I look around and like now I have a clearer view on like, or a better perspective on just I don't know, women and body image.
Haven't you been to that one restaurant where you only order plates?
Absolutely.
It's just a
hello. That was like me for like 6 years.
Nothing's on it.
And I literally look around nowadays and I'm like, wow, I literally live in a city where it's like nobody eats.
And what was the toughest part for you? I guess admitting it and sharing it with your family and your friends.
Yeah. I mean, it was the elephant in the room. Everyone knew about it, but nobody wanted, not that nobody wanted to say anything. They just didn't know how to approach it. Yeah. And it was affecting every aspect of my life. Like, I was being cranky. I was irritable. I was not pleasant really to work with. And this is my life, like acting, music, mainly music. But like, this is my life. And I became like a little brat on set. And I just had so much growing up to do. And ultimately, it wasn't I was ever intentionally trying to be that way, but I just had so much going on in my head that like I just could, I don't know, I just had so much going on.
What was so, interesting and about it was I remember seeing you backstage at American Idol, and we were chatting, and you always did seem to be the happiest person. I mean, you were bubbly and happy and had this amazing energy and spirit.
Thanks.
Which clearly you had on the outside, but then when you were alone, it wasn't that way.
Yeah, and I think it just all, boiled up, and I ended up doing things that I regret to this day. And
what was the toughest part of this journey that you've been through? Because you went into rehab for how long?
I went for 3 months.
So what was the toughest part of the last 6 months of your life?
Oof. Well, I have to say that spending Christmas in treatment was really, really difficult. And I spent basically every holiday from Halloween to almost Valentine's Day. And I just remember like sometimes sitting there and being like, I had so much just like 6 months ago. And here I am like in a treatment center. And what has my life become? Like, how did I let it get to this point? And that's what my whole song is kind of about. It's about rising above those issues. And hopefully what this song does for my fans, if only my fans, hopefully more people, but if only my fans, it tells them that it's gonna be okay. No matter how hard your rock bottom is, you can rise above it and you can come back. Like, I even got this tattooed on me. It Stay
That's
Strong.
radio. You have to explain it.
Sorry. I totally forgot.
Stay and strong.
Like, I got a tattoo to show my support for my fans, and also
But you point to your wrists.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you have scars on your wrists?
I do.
Okay.
And so it was very symbolic for me to be able to like cover that up and also replace it with something else that's permanent that I'll never be able to forget. The support that I had when I went in.
I think you are so strong and courageous to go from where you were to where you are, and also to sit here and tell the story.